the one and the only Mr. Steal Your Dibs, Jarryd J.B. Boyd. And on the other side, my boy, the tantalizing one, Tony Levin. What's going on?
What's up, baby? Got my
Oh,
Sting shirt on.
oh snap. He got on his Sting snap shirt. Oh,
Listen,
man.
let's get all the pleasantries out the way. First of all, how you doing?
I'm making it. I'm making it. I won't go into details. I'll tell you about it after the show. But other than that, I'm making it.
Yeah,
Other than that,
I,
living life. How about yourself?
I've been having some trials and tribulations too, but I wanted one on a personal note. So everybody knows I'm in the gym trying to lose all this weight, bro. So let me give you a quick update so everybody knows what's going on.
All right.
So 2 months ago, really almost 3 months ago, I weighed in at almost 380. 380. I don't know where it happened. I don't know what the fuck happened. So as of today, it's coming on slowly. I'm at 342.
All right. There we go.
So I got a way to go. I'll probably be down to under three. I'll be 299 probably another 2 months or so. But by hopefully by SummerSlam 260, maybe by Survivor Series back to my old 220. But that's all. Other than that, I go to sleep. My body hurts. Oh, it's crazy. But it's good to be back.
It's great
Get
to
the
be
heel
back.
persona tonight. You see the smiling face. Happy to see everybody. What's
Yes.
up?
Man, it's great to be back. It's been a while, but we are back over the top rope. We calling it season 2. That's right, season 2. We are back and we are starting off with a banger. Wednesday night, if we had the surprise of surprises to end 2020, and it wasn't even on WWE programming. So yeah, we starting off with AEW, and we see Taz's crew, Powerhouse Hobbs, Ricky Starks, and Brian Cage beating the mess out of Cody Rhodes, Dustin Rhodes, and Darby Allin. Then the lights go black. Then out walks. That's right. The dog even know it. Out.
Even the dog know.
Out walks Sting. Man. Uh-oh. Is Sting walking out in your place? Out walks Sting in an AEW ring and in a TNT ring for the first time in 18, 19 years. I will let you go first. Give me your thoughts and everything in regards to Sting.
So let's talk about Sting. Everybody knows the Stinger, Steve Borden, and his resume. If you fast forward to WrestleMania 31 and you check out the Sting, the DVD or the special they had on him, you see a guy after Sting gets screwed and gets pinned, some black dude in a Sting shirt throws his hat across the stands because he's so pissed. And that guy was me, because I'm a Sting fan. I always have been. Now listen, here's my thing about Sting. We all know he's 60 years old, 61, whatever the case may be. I don't give a damn. And here's for all the people who are going, oh my God, he's so old. First of all, WWE never gave him a proper send-off the right way. That's number one. Okay? Number two, I don't care if Sting's 197. For him to walk out there, it was a shock. It brought back the elusive facts of the wrestling. If there had been fans in that place, there would have been holy shit going around. Welcome back, Sting. I'm pretty sure AEW going to use him wisely. And more importantly, most importantly, he had the highest T-shirt sales in the history of T-shirt sales. Guess who else got theirs? It's in the mail. So there we go.
Look, I'm going to say this. He was cleared from WWE back in February to wrestle. They cleared him. Now COVID happens, and I believe due to COVID was the reason for WWE not to pursue signing Sting. But AEW jumped on this, bro. They jumped on this, and I would like to know what is the how much money he's going to get paid from Tony Khan, because they had to offer him a good bit more than
it's
what
a multi-year deal. It's a multi-year deal.
Yeah, and he's not even going to wrestle. That's the crazy thing. He's not going to wrestle. So what is the price that they said? Okay, come to AEW, do what you do, but you're not going to wrestle. And I don't expect Sting to wrestle much. He's 61 years old, but the guy, and our friend Brian Cannon said it best. The guy brings revenue, like you said, pro wrestling tees. He broke the 24-hour record in 12 hours. In 12 hours. He brings ratings. What more do you want? And the few people they had in the stands were going nuts. They were going nuts. So this man still has an impact on professional wrestling, no matter what organization he is participating in. And you saw it on Wednesday. No one knew he signed with AEW. It was a surprise to everyone. And I just want to see how he's going to be used in AEW. What will they do with him?
Listen, here's the thing about Sting. And let's keep it real. Sting was never a great wrestler. He's not a great technical wrestler. He has a couple of moves. He got the splash. He got the scorpion. He clothesline, he punches, he kicks. He doesn't do anything major. So the thing about Sting is you don't got to do a lot with him. He got that spinal surgery that Edge got, and you see how good Edge came back. Now 61 is a little up there for age to be getting back in the ring. But here's the thing. He's in good shape.
Yeah.
And if they do it properly, if he's in the ring with the right people, he can take a bump here and there. They can do one big thing with him. WWE has lost because of lack of patience and because of Vince wanting to always control everything. Here we go about Vince and Kenny McMahon again. He wants to control everything and always have everything going his way. They lost out on an opportunity, because let me tell you what they could have done. Depending on if we have fans of WrestleMania or not, the Undertaker doesn't have to wrestle again. They could have just had a stare down, a Sting Undertaker stare down, and they could have both walked off into the sunset right there. And that would have been a perfect send-off for both of them. And I would have popped just to see them in the ring together face to face. But what happens? Once again, Vince drops the ball because he's still in his 1980s Manitor, Brooklyn Brawler, Berserker, Huss, all those stupid ass gimmicks. He's still in Hulk Hogan mode. There's no another Hulk Hogan. He's got to get out of that shit. So, AEW is not my favorite promotion. WWE is always have been. But know what they did? They created a buzz again. And people are like, holy shit. Tony Khan got deep pockets, bro. And he ain't cheap. Yes. The Jacksonville Jaguars suck. Okay? But he's got no problem dropping money on them because he wants to win. So my thing is this. Let him drop that money. It's better for wrestlers, better for the fans. I'm happy to see Sting. He's going to get a proper send-off. And let Vince choke on whatever he's going to choke on.
Do you find it odd that The Undertaker just retired at Survivor Series and Sting is coming back?
Well, I think it was calculated. I think that, number one, listen, you got to think about this. AEW runs basically a pay-per-view on a Wednesday night for free.
Yeah.
The main event is Kenny Omega and Jon Moxley, which is it's a pay-per-view. That's a pay-per-view match. They gave it to us for free. This was calculated. Out of respect for Undertaker, they didn't bring Sting back before that. They let Survivor Series pass. They called their own little pay-per-view, Winter is Coming, whatever the hell it was, and they brought Sting. Like, they planned this shit, and I'm telling you now, Sting probably went to Vince and said, look, AEW offered me this amount of money, and fucking Vince thought he's probably bluffing. Oh, there was no bluff.
Oh, no. Not at all. Not at all. I'm anxious and excited to see what we will see from the Stinger in AEW. I really am. I really am. I think NXT is the better brand of wrestling between NXT and AEW. But this is Sting we're talking about. We grew up on Sting.
It's just, even he just shows up just for the nostalgia factor. You know what I mean? Just it creates a buzz. There's so much that you could do with him. And here's the other thing. Think about this. When Sting changed gimmicks, he didn't step into the ring for an entire year.
Yeah.
He was just in the rafters pointing at people. And when he finally got in the ring, what did he do? He hit some people some bats. You don't gotta be no wrestling shape to hit somebody with a bat.
Exactly.
Bro, he could come there and regulate everything, Mm-hmm. It's a way to turn Jericho. Listen, I'm excited. I know people like, oh my God, he's so old. How are they gonna put him back in? Blah blah. Stop crying.
Totally agree with you. It's good to see the Stinger back in the wrestling ring. Yeah. We're gonna move on to the main event of the Winter is Coming free pay-per-view. It was the AEW World Championship match between Jon Moxley and Kenny Omega. And we saw Kenny Omega become the third AEW World Champion. But this also has people talking because he left with a guy. I cannot remember his name. I want to say Don Callis is his name. If I'm wrong, somebody please correct me. And they were going to explain on Impact coming this Tuesday night, which was shocking to me. Like, because they even said, what's going on? So you actually being in the business, I'll let you answer it. What are we about to see with AEW and Impact Wrestling, where the AEW World Champion, Kenny Omega, is making an announcement Tuesday night on Impact Wrestling?
Another FU to McMahon that shows that you can work with another promotion. And now, think about this. Do you watch Impact?
I watch it when I can. I try.
You gonna try to watch it this week specifically, right?
Oh, yeah, most definitely. Yes.
The minute AEW went off the air, I went to see what channel my Access TV was on. So Tony Khan and Don Callis, whatever his name is, they are definitely in cahoots with trying to start a buzz with wrestling, because this is what you gotta realize. Wrestling is a great business when people are competing, but also when they're working together. Mm-hmm. Because you have a promotion like AEW that has a lot of stars but there's nowhere to use them. Now they can throw some guys on Impact and elevate Impact. Listen, it's nothing but good for business. It's nothing. There's nothing wrong with what's going on. This could be the start of something big, So now the Impact guys can come over to AEW. Guys that weren't using WWE properly can now get shot on TNT. Stick the knife in Vince's ribs and turn that shit. He wants a war, he got one now. So that's what you want. He wants competition. Now he's got it.
The funny thing is, we saw Jeff Cobb, who's with Ring of Honor and New Japan Wrestling, show up on AEW Dynamite when AEW Dynamite first started. We have seen the NWA Women's Champion, Thunder Rosa, on AEW Dynamite. Now, the AEW World Champion is going to Impact. So we've really seen AEW work with 3 other brands when you think about it. Kai with Ring of Honor and New Japan, and then I said Kenny going to Impact and then the Rosa. That's really 4. So that's showing you right there AEW is willing to work with others. Why can't WWE or why won't WWE do the same?
I'll tell you why. Because the people that are working, the executive vice presidents of AEW are progressive wrestlers who want the business to evolve. So you got Cody, you got the Young Bucks, you got people like Jericho, all in Tony Conte say, hey, you want to make an impact? Pun intended, impact. This is what we can do. Cross promotion. Listen, when ECW invaded WWF, the real ECW, that was some good shit. Okay? Everybody's like, holy shit. We need holy shit moments because we in an era where it's too hard to shock a fan. But guess what? You were shocked. You were shocked on Wednesday night. Because I was, and I don't get shocked easily. So Vince is in the dark ages. And, you know, Triple H made a comment the other day. He said, oh, he's open to working with cross promotion too, but for the long term, for 10 years. What they're not realizing is this, is that we in an era of wrestling right now where new stars are being built every freaking month. So how can you plan for 10 years? You know, like right now, Drew McIntyre is champion. He'll be champion in 5 years. You know, you got to move that title around. You got to keep the talent pool fresh.
Yes.
So the best thing to do now is like grab like people that are hot. You know, I don't understand. Vince has the pockets. Why not deal with New Japan? Why not deal with you know, this was crazy about Vince. He'll take he'll sell their merchandise and put their programs on WWE like Evolve and stuff like that. But he won't do a cross promotional match. Like have Roman go to another promotion and lay the SmackDown on somebody, you know, somebody's there. No, I mean, it's just stupid. Like I listen, I like WWE, I like what they're doing, Roman. But here's the thing, bro. It's gonna get tired after a while. After COVID, people are not gonna have no fucking patience for bullshit. We want to see some shock factor. So, once again, Vince in the dark ages. I tell you, I don't wish death on anybody. I don't want Vince to die. But when Vince McMahon leaves this planet Earth, will be a better thing for professional wrestling.
Going back to Kenny Omega, and I've heard people say that Kenny Omega is overrated and all that. I disagree with people. I think he's a damn good wrestler. And when it comes to AEW, we got to realize that the elite, all 5 of them, Kenny, Hangman, the Young Bucks, and Cody, they didn't jump into title belts right away. They let other people become champions. And now Kenny has his turn to be the champion, which he is now. And I think we're going to see Kenny have a long title reign with that belt.
I'm telling you, let me tell you, I think they've done it great. I think how they have kept the title on Moxley for so long was awesome.
I think so too.
I think Kenny Omega winning it was, and the way he won it was great. How you made Jericho the champion in the beginning. He's an established star.
Yes.
You give it to Moxley, an established star. You give it to Omega, who's not a WWE guy. He's the first non-WWE guy to get it, but he's got a reputation in New Japan. He's a different style of wrestler. So I think they've done everything right.
Mm-hmm.
And they've shown that they know what they're doing, that they have a plan and they will stick with the plan. They've been flip-flop title changes. You know, people been getting their shots, even though Moxley defended against everybody. You know, he wrestled on TV. He never laid back. So I think they did it good. Now you got this. Now Moxley can chase Omega.
Yeah.
Whether he gets it back or not, it's not important. He's in the chase. And now you got other people that go, well, wait, no, Moxley had his chance. We want to chase it too. So now you got all kind of, you know, different scenarios of you know, ways to up, you know, make the title more prestigious.
Totally agree. Totally agree. Things are getting interesting in the world of AEW. Moving on to SmackDown. And man, is Roman Reigns the biggest draw on TV right now for WWE? This whole head of the table, the tribal chief, Jimmy, like his little puppet or the little guy he bullies. It's awesome to watch on TV. But tonight, we're going to have, not tonight, well, it was set tonight at TLC, Roman versus KO for the Universal Championship in a TLC match. Don't give me your prediction on that match. Just talk about how you think this feud is going. What do you like so far about it and all that?
Well, let me put this in perspective. If you remember when we first started over the top rope, and just us talking about wrestling at WrestleManias and just on the page, we've always talked about that Roman was always a better heel. Yes. And if he could tap into a heel persona, it would be money. Now they have finally done the right thing, and this was an experiment because they figured, okay, COVID happened, we got no fans, we don't have to worry about the backlash, so let's do it now. So now, when the fans do come back, they're going to hate Roman Reigns so much because this tribal chief, head of the table gimmick, Jey Uso is like pulled in two different directions. Like he wants to fight for the title, but it's his family.
Yeah.
His portrayal of being torn is beautiful. And then you got the catalyst. Then you have the man behind him. You got Paul Heyman, who is just instigates everything. Excuse me 1 second. I got booted in the invite. You gotta forgive me. I'm in a tournament. I'm in a Call of Duty tournament.
Call of Duty tournament.
So I apologize. But Paul Heyman with his, just his instigating, the way he looks at Jay and the way he looks at Roman, I just can't wait till Lesnar gets back because I hate Lesnar, but I want Lesnar back just because of the dynamic, So yeah. I think the storylines are great. I really want to know who's booking SmackDown, like who's running this. It gotta be Triple H, because Triple H is the kind of heel, he knows how to tap into a guy's heel persona. So yeah. I'm loving it. I'm loving him as a bad guy. I love those storylines. And with KO, finally KO gets another push. He deserves it.
Big time.
He's gonna win the title. I mean, sorry, that wasn't a prediction, but if I'm booking this, it's good for wrestling. I'm loving it.
I'm loving it too. I'm loving the whole Roman storylines ever since he came back, and then to put Jay involved in it, I'm loving that too. Now he beat Drew with the help of Jay, and now he has Kevin Owens, and I think that's going to be a great matchup. I'm not going to get into specifics on who I think is going to win and everything, but with that being said, we're seeing Roman once again, become the biggest star of SmackDown. He was that at one time, then he went out, and then we said Sasha and Bayley at the time were the biggest stars of SmackDown. Roman's back. The gimmick now is perfect. His promos are so much better. And then he is talking so much trash in the ring. I love it. And I'm all in. Like, I am all in on a character like I haven't been in a very, very long time. It's like, man, I got to see what Roman going to do to Jay this week, or what Roman going to do, or what he going to say, And that's wrestling. That's how it's supposed to be. So, man, Roman is the guy right now, and we just gotta stay tuned every week.
Yo, it's crazy because it makes you want to watch because you don't know what, like, they've got Jey Uso in the main event every week.
Every week,
and the ratings are up. So It's like, oh, let's talk about ratings. I must digress for 1 second. Sylvie, bro, can you count? So he's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He is 5. He is 1. 5's more than 1. Okay, that's how math works. Continue, sir.
All right. So yeah, man, just want to watch Roman every week on SmackDown to hear what he got to say, see what's going to happen. You know, props to Roman Reigns, Jey Uso, and whoever writing the storyline. Man, it's just SmackDown. It has been a great show. But moving away from SmackDown and going to Raw, and the guy who is going to be the biggest star on Raw, Drew McIntyre, has a title defense at TLC against pretty much the best in the business, the phenomenal one, AJ Styles. Now, your opinions on this booking of AJ Styles versus Drew McIntyre.
Finally, AJ's out of the mid card. Thank you, God. We gotta mention during the time we were gone that Drew did lose the title and regain the title.
Yes, he did. Yes.
Randy Orton is now a 14-time champion.
Yep.
And now I think Randy got some time off now, which he deserves. But
he ain't got no time off.
No?
Oh no, it's him and the Fiend.
Oh, that's I'm sorry. You know what? I even knew that. But I thought that he had an injury he was trying to rehab, but I just realized he still got the thing going on with Alexa Bliss and everything.
Mm-hmm. But
he deserves some time off is what I guess I was trying to say. Anyway, that being said, AJ is in the main event. Whether he wins the title or not, who knows what's going to happen, but that's going to be a great match.
Yeah, great match. Tall guy, short or small guy. That's usually some of the better matches AJ has had. When Shawn Michaels was wrestling, he had great matches with taller wrestlers. So this is going to be a great match. And, I think they're going to bring the best out of each other. But this is Raw superstar is Drew McIntyre. This is their guy now for the next couple of years, I believe.
It's crazy because I really think Vince is going to run with him for a little while because I was shocked to get the title back. I was shocked.
Mm-hmm.
I thought they were going to ride with Randy Orton until Edge came back, but they pulled a swerve on me. So we're going to see. But I'm happy for him because the guy deserved it. He worked hard. He left the promotion. He went on and did his own thing. Mm-hmm. Proved himself. Came back jacked, and he did it. So
yes, props to Drew McIntyre. And AJ, to me, still the best in the business. He's getting a shot at the title, and we'll see what happens in 2 weeks at TLC. So moving on to the last part of the show, we're going to recap NXT. And we have 2 matches set for this Sunday. Well, 3 matches for sure. We're going to talk about those 3 matches right quick. Let's start with the War Games match, the men's side. The Undisputed Era versus For the Brand. Undisputed Era has been in every NXT War Games match. So we can sit here and say they have the experience. They are the veterans of it. But something is telling me that For the Brand, Pat McAfee and them are going to pull off a phenomenal upset. Yeah, I said it. Yes. Think about it. Undisputed Era has ran NXT for years now. They've been the guys. They fulfilled a prophecy and had all the belts. They've done it. We got a new group coming in, led by Pat McAfee. Time to pass the torch. I'm thinking Pat McAfee and his crew will get this win over the Undisputed Era.
So, as we talked about prior to going on hiatus, they turned Undisputed Era face.
Sure did.
And they did it in a way that was very it was how they got Kyle O'Reilly against Balor, and that was turned everything. I'm excited, but I think that they're reinventing Undisputed Era. I think they're gonna put them back on top again. I think they're gonna win this. What's their record at War Games? Have they won one?
I think it's 1-1. I think they
what?
lost. They lost to Tommaso Ciampa team the year he had Kevin Owens.
Okay, right.
And then they won another one. So they 1-1.
So I mean, Pat McAfee to me is one of the biggest surprises and biggest, he's shocking how good he is on the mic, and
yeah,
it's crazy that the guy's not even a wrestler, but he's an athlete, so he likes wrestling, so he knows what he's got to do to get over. It's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be interesting because it's a tough one, but I think Undisputed Era is gonna pull it out. But no matter who pulls it out, it's great for business. NXT is, of course, to me, the #1 brand in the WWE trifecta, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm excited for that match. But are you going to the ladies' match next? Talk about that?
Oh, I'm going to the ladies' match next.
Because
yes.
I'm excited about the ladies' match.
Oh, I know you know. I know you are. Moving on to the ladies' match of War Games, we have Candice LeRae, Raquel Gonzalez, Dakota Kai, and Toni Storm taking on Shotzi Blackheart team, which includes herself, Rhea Ripley, the NXT Women's Champion Io Shirai, and Ember Moon. I got a feeling this is gonna be better than the men's match. This is gonna be better than the men's match, and I will pick this team to win. You ready? Shotzi Blackheart's team gets the win. And I only say that because they are starting to push Shotzi Blackheart. They're starting to push her. They put 3 stars around her, and she's the captain of this team. If they weren't pushing Shotzi Blackheart, I wouldn't pick them to win this match. But they started since Halloween Havoc. She was the cover girl for Halloween Havoc, Shotzi Blackheart, and now she's leader of a team. They pushing her, and she won that big match last on Wednesday to get the advantage for them to go first. That's the only reason why I'm thinking her team's going to win.
I'm definitely with you on that. I do agree that they're definitely pushing Shotzi, and that she is definitely going up a tier. They're going to start pushing her. But I think that this is Ember Moon's time to shine. I think they brought it back here for a reason. I think my girl Ember is going to solidify herself as the top contender for Io's title. It's crazy to have Ripley there. Like, you got some top contenders in this match. What's her face has come a long way too. Dakota Kai.
Dakota Kai.
Her heel persona is something else.
Yes, I agree.
So it's going to be a great. I'm looking forward to the women's more than the men's, but I'm hoping. I'm hoping, and my girl Ember can shine, man. I think she got a raw deal on the WWE brand. She did get injured, but I think they never pushed her properly. They pushed other people quick, but not her. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So we'll see. But it's going to be great.
It's going to be great. We have Tommaso Ciampa versus Thatcher. We have that. I think this is to help Thatcher get over. I'm going to go with Thatcher over Tommaso Ciampa. What do you think?
I don't know, bro. This could go either way. Ciampa's my boy.
Yeah.
He's like the backbone of NXT.
Yes, he is. Him and Johnny. Correct.
So, I mean, I can't call this one, bro. I can't call it. I can't call it. Not because I'm scared to be wrong. It's just I don't know.
Well, I'm gonna stick with Thatcher. Thatcher with the win.
I'm never at a loss for words, bro. But
last one for the night. The North American title match. Johnny Gargano versus Damian Priest versus Leon Ruff.
triple threat.
Triple threat, man. Oh, man. It's hard to say. I'm going to X out Johnny Gargano out for right now. I don't see Johnny winning the title for a third time. So, Leon Ruff for Damian Priest. And if I'm looking at Triple H right now, I'm thinking he's going to have Leon Ruff hold on to this belt one more time on a pay-per-view.
Wow.
It's hard to say right now because I'm like, it's not going to happen. But something's saying it might happen. And I'm going to stick with it. If I'm wrong,
listen,
I'm wrong.
I appreciate you, because that was a shock to do that on TV, to give him the title in the first place. It was an ultimate shock. But I think they're going to give it back to Damian Priest. I think he's a T-shirt seller. He's more of a persona. So I think that, listen, the kid did his thing, got engaged a week after he won the title. He's on top of the world. So he'll be happy to do the job for Priest. I think Priest gets the title back.
All right. But there you have it. There's our predictions on NXT War Games, which will be this Sunday at 7 o'clock Eastern, 6 o'clock Central PM.
So listen, we're getting close to the end of the year, so I hope we're gonna have a year review show.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I haven't thought about that. That's cool. All right. Definitely.
I think it's a good idea. I think we should start setting up, the year review. We need to get some special guests in.
Okay.
And I'm glad to be back. It's good to be back. The team is back together.
Yes.
The best, the Mr. One and Only steal your dibs. And on a personal note, once again, let me say something. Walter Sylvie, you know how ratings work. God. Take it home, JB.
Before we go, we want to give our respects to the family of Pat Patterson.
Don't get me crying, bro.
He passed away, and another legend that we lost this year. So our respects to Pat Patterson and his family. And anything you want to say about him?
Well, being that I'm 52 and I'm from New York and I've been in the Garden since I was a kid, I saw Pat Patterson wrestle as a kid. So, I'm at the first WrestleMania. He was the referee of the Hulk Hogan, Mr. T versus Mr. Wonderful and Roddy Piper match. So to lose Pat Patterson, the creator of the Royal Rumble, it's a big loss because the guy, he's like a Dusty Rhodes. He's an innovator. He elevated stars and never put them down. He always showed them what they could do better, what their strengths were. He never hampered their. He never harped on their weaknesses. So I wish I could say I met him. I never met him. So I'm at a couple conventions, but it's a big loss for wrestling, and it goes to show you that we're all mortal, and time is undefeated. I notice it. I notice it when I'm in the gym, bro. As I'm in the gym, I can't do it. To lose this weight is going to take a lot longer than I thought it was going to take. My body, time, bro. Time is undefeated. You got to cherish the moment you have and have as much fun you can and live your life to the best you can, because you're not promised tomorrow. Thank God he lives at 79. I mean, I want to live to 89, 90, but God bless him. And another legend lost in wrestling, man. Another one. But you know what? The show must go on.
That's right.
That's how we want it. And we're going to keep doing our show and keep doing the best put out the best product we put out for all our wrestling fans that watch Over the Top Rope.
That's right. That's right. So we will be back next Friday, right after SmackDown, same time. We will be back right here. So for my good friend on the other side, the tantalizing Tony Levin, I'm your boy, Jarryd JB. What you playing? You playing Xbox X?
I play Xbox S. We know you're a PS5 guy. Let's see. Here we go.
Man, see, he had to put up the controller, but you know,
I gotta give it to you. Your controller is better. I like yours better. But this is my Elite 2 controller. I'm playing from across the room. Let me give you guys a little. Well, let me see.
I see the family. What's up, y'all?
Look. Oh yeah. So, hello, y'all. You're on. Hello.
Hey.
What's up, Bobby?
That's my daughter. My daughter and her boyfriend are here. I haven't killed them yet, everybody. You know. So, but yeah. So I know you're a PS5 guy, but I'm enjoying my Xbox. You know, I was a PlayStation guy back in the day. And I changed over. I just didn't want to go back because all my clan is on Xbox. So, but I'm enjoying it. It's the speed is unbelievable, bro. You know,
it
unbelievable.
is.
Both consoles are very good. Yeah. So, but JB, I gotta tell you, bro, it's a pleasure to be back on the show.
Yes.
People said, did Tony turn face? No, I'm just happy to be here today. I'll be an asshole next week. Don't get used to this smiling face guy, because next week I'm gonna tell you guys. Okay? All right, JB, take us home.
All right. That's tantalizing. Oh, this other way. There we go. Yeah, that's tantalizing Tony Levin. It's your boy, Mr. Steal Your Div, Jarryd JB. We see y'all next week. Peace.